Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. I am going to film a few videos today, but the first one is my January book haul. I said last year that I would be buying less books. I was going to try and buy one book every 2 weeks. That wasn't the case for January. Hopefully I can keep it down a bit for the rest of the year. But I have 11 books to haul today. I only bought 10 of them. The last one I mentioned in my Christmas book haul. It's a gift from my parents for Christmas that was on pre-order and it arrived this morning. So I feel like I can do my book haul now, like all the books are here. So, ooh, sorry. Perched precariously on the chair there. You are. So, without further ado, let's get started. The first book is It's Not Me, It's You by Mary MacLeod. This is an adult contemporary about Delia, who sort of has a massive, like, disastrous moment in her life. So her proposal goes down and she has to quit her job. And she moves to a new city and she sort of starts wondering if her new life is better than her old life. I've only read the sort of prequel to You Had Me at Hello, which is also sitting on my shelf waiting to be read. But I liked her writing style in that and the story intrigues me, and I do like my adult contemporary every now and then. So I picked it up. The second book that I bought was A Darker Shade of Magic by V.E. Schwab. This book is an urban fantasy set in King George's London. I'm not good at my history, so I don't know what kind of era that is. But this is about Kel, and Kel is a traveller, so he can travel between worlds, and there's 3 different Londons. So there's Red London, Grey London and White London. Each of them is different in its own way. So Grey London is our world, Red London is a world full of magic, and White London is where they're fighting against the magic, but there was also a Black London, and I'm assuming that somewhere in this book he manages to get to Black London. I've read the first few chapters and then I put it down because I wasn't feeling it at the time. I've heard good things about it, I've heard bad things about it, but the second book, Gathering of Shadows, that comes out soon, I believe, so I want to finish this one before that one comes out. I'll figure it out, it'll be fun. The third book I got is Beauty Queens by Libba Bray. I'm actually so excited to read this book. It's a satire novel about this group of beauty pageant contestants who are on their way to like a beachside resort thing, and their plane crashes and they get stuck on a desert island. I'm feeling some kind of Lord of the Flies vibe, except probably not quite as catastrophic. Although the only other book I've read by Libba Bray is The Diviners, so I'm not quite sure what to expect. But the next book is These Broken Stars by Amy Kaufman and Megan Spooner. I read Illuminate at the start of this month, quite enjoyed it. And this one I've had my eyes on for a while, and I thought I may as well pick it. I'm quite excited to read. It's sort of like they're on a luxury space liner. I'm kind of getting a Titanic vibe from that, and it's yanked out of hyperspace and plummets to the nearest planet, and these 2 survivors have to figure something out. I don't know, haven't started reading it yet, but I am very excited to get stuck into this because I'm quite liking sci-fi at the moment. The next one is It's a Wonderful Death by Sarah J. Smith. This one I'm not sure about. It smells like the bookstore. This one and the next one, every book I get from Boffins, it smells like Boffins. Like, I could pick a book off my shelf, and if I bought it from Boffins, I'll be able to tell you by smelling it. Anyway, back to the book. This one I haven't really seen much about, but it keeps cropping up. Like, I see it like on my Goodreads recommendations, I see it in bookstores, I just see it everywhere, and I saw it in Boffins and I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna pick that up. It was a good day for me because I was saved a lot of money on my phone. Whole other story. So I went into Boffins and I saw this one. I was getting something else and then I put that down and went with this. This is about, what's her name? This is about RJ, who is sort of raped by accident, and to get a chance at coming back to life, she has to go through this sort of like trial thing. Like she has to go back and relive like 3 points in her life. And yeah, I've started reading it. I've only read like 2 chapters. I normally like read 2 chapters and then sort of put it down and come back to it another time. It's a trend I'm starting that I should probably stop. But yeah, so this one I'm looking forward to, and because it's hardback, we can look at it naked. Kind of boring. So yeah, so that's that one. I'm not sure if I'm gonna like it, but it kept cropping up, so I hope I like it because I spent money on it. Should stop buying books. The next book is a classic, and I also got it from Boffins, and it is Slaughterhouse 5 by Kurt Vonnegut. I'm starting a project called the A to Z of classics, just because I have so many classics on my shelf that I haven't read, and I figure if I can put it into a challenge, it'll make me want to read it. So this is going to be V for Kurt Vonnegut, but it's sort of, is this the one with book burning in it? Second World War, so yeah, it's quite a short one, and I'm hoping that I'm gonna like it because modern classics tend to resonate more with me than classics. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? You know what I mean. That's that one. April from Aprilis Maximus, and I'll link her channel down below. She mentioned this next book and I was like, you know what, I gotta have that. And it is The Naturals by Jennifer Lynn Barnes. This is the first book in the Natural series, and she described it as kind of like a young adult Criminal Minds. So they got the whole FBI profiling thing, and she is follows Cassie, who's a 17-year-old girl who gets sort of recruited to this Naturals program, and I like my crime and mystery every now and then, so I thought I'd pick it up and it looks pretty cool, so I bought it. The next 2 books I bought the other day from Kmart, and they are Clockwork Prince and Clockwork Princess. These are the second 2 books in the Infernal Devices trilogy, so books 2 and 3. Duh. So I picked these up. I'm buddy reading Clockwork Angel at the start of next month, and I've just finished my reread of the first half of the Mortal Instruments. What I'm going to do is I'm going to alternate between Infernal Devices and the second half. I've heard it makes more sense that way, and I think I was flicking through Heavenly Fire to see how many pages it had, and I saw the name Tessa, and I know Tessa's the main character in these, so I don't know. I bought these. My mum loves these a lot more than she loves them. Okay, my mum loves the Mortal Instruments, but she loves these more. I'm sort of iffy about the Mortal Instruments, so I'm hoping you want to like these. I just picked them up so I could have the full set. And yes, the covers are different, and I have a thing, but one day when I'm richer, I'll get them in the same, what's it called? Edition. But yeah, whatever. This second last book, I got January YA Chronicles box. It arrived yesterday. I don't have an unboxing for it because I literally knew every single thing about it and couldn't really act surprised. Or, you know, I wasn't feeling it. Same with my Lit Crate. I got my Lit Crate yesterday. I haven't been feeling Lit Crate for a while, and whatever. Anyway, I knew what book this was going to be pretty much as soon as the theme was announced, and then they were like, oh, you're getting it before publication. And I was like, well, it's not that book then. And then I found out that the Australian publication was later, end of this month, so I was like, yeah, it's that book. It's Passenger by Alexandra Bracken, which did not surprise me at all. This book is about Etta, who is a violin prodigy, and one night she is sent back in time. She finds out that she's from a line of time travelers, and she sort of has to travel around time and the world with this privateer. It's time travel pirates. Like, why would you not read this? I've heard very mixed reviews on this, so I'm looking forward to reading it and finding out what I think of it for myself. It is the first book in a duology, I believe, maybe a series, but either way, I'm really looking forward to reading this. Like, this was on my most anticipated releases video as well, so if you want to see what other books I'm looking forward to that are released this year, you can check that out. I will leave a link up there. And speaking of that, I had Truth Witch in that video as well, and that also comes out in Australia at the end of this month instead of at the start of this month. I don't know why Australia gets things so late. It's because everyone forgets about us. Okay, and the last book, this is the book that my parents got me for Christmas that didn't arrive for Christmas, so I got it now. It arrived this morning. It's Not If I See You First by Eric Lindstrom. This is about Parker, who has gone blind, and she's sort of got these rules like don't mess with me, blah blah blah. And then I believe she starts being able to see someone, like not like seeing them as in dating, but she can actually see them. I don't know what's going on there, magical realism, maybe blindness is reversing, I don't know, haven't read it. Literally it was like, ooh, I want that. Mum's like, I'll get it for you for Christmas, and yeah, now it's here, and I'm looking forward to reading that. Now that we've got that over and done with, make sure you check out my Goodreads and Instagram, because I'm a lot more active on those than I am on my booktube, so links to those are down below. I also occasionally go on Twitter, and I have a blog, but I don't think I've touched it since November, so you can follow all those if you like. The links are down below, blah blah blah. You can also like, comment and subscribe if you feel so inclined. Yeah, I guess that's it. I'll see you guys next time. Bye!